This morning, we're hearing what local leaders have to say about President Trump's first address to a joint Congress.
Earlier, we heard from Democrat Emanuel Cleaver from Missouri, and joining us now is Kansas Republican Representative Kevin Yoder. Representative Yoder, thank you for joining us early this morning. Before you had called on the president to personally address the Olathe shooting, and we heard him open up his statement by doing that. So you sent him a thank you. Why was this so significant? And are you satisfied with hearing about this a week later, or do you wish he would have addressed it last week?
Well, thanks for having me on the program this morning. Of course, I wish he would have addressed it immediately, but we called on the White House specifically yesterday to address it in his address to the Joint Congress. It's the biggest platform the president has, millions of people watching, and I was so pleased to see that he started his speech speaking about the horrific shooting last week in Olathe that many of us are heartbroken about, and many people in the Indian community are fearful about something like this happening again. And that's why it's so important that the president spoke out that this is an evil act, a hateful act, and that we welcome all minorities in our country of varieties of religions and races, and that's part of our strength. And we did not know it was going to be in the speech. We lobbied very hard yesterday to have him speak up on our community, and so we're just excited that the voices of our community were heard not only in the halls of Congress, but all the way to the White House.
Representative Yoder, we know one of the president's plans is to drastically increase defense and security spending by $54 billion. Budget Director Mick Mulvaney says that means he'd have to cut roughly the same amount from non-defense programs. Where would you like to see those cuts come from?
Well, I'm not sure that proposal is going to fully receive the welcoming that he would like on Capitol Hill. We're trying to keep a lid on spending. We need to keep a good balance. There's certainly a lot of waste and abuse in spending in government. We can certainly find reductions. But I guess it's a little too soon to tell whether you can find those types of reductions on domestic spending. But look, I'm on the Appropriations Committee. We're going to roll up our sleeves and get to work. The president laid out a bold agenda last night. It's a strong speech. And so now it's important that Congress works together to get things done and solve problems on behalf of the American people.
A speech that many people said they saw as unifying. Representative Kevin Yoder joining us this morning. We appreciate your perspective on the president's speech. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.